Scientists now know more about what love does to the brain, and it's genuinely disturbing. If you thought it was bad before, just wait and see. Yes, we know that on average it takes people 8 years to fully get over a breakup. And I know people will say that, oh, they got over it so quickly, but no, your brain is doing things. Now, we've known for quite some time that being in love hijacks the reward pathways in the brain, upregulates dopamine, but it does something else. Your amygdala activity goes down. So the part of your brain that's supposed to process fear, when you think about them, fear goes down. And when you're separated from them, fear goes up. So you perceive not having that person around you as a physical threat. Along with that, your brain also down-regulates your judgment, meaning you are craving somebody, your fear is down, and you can't make good choices, which I guess is a lovely cocktail. But if you ever feel insane, that's why. If you've ever gotten out of a relationship and wondered, what in the world did I see in that person? Your brain was lying to you. Your ability to judge somebody else harshly has gone down. Unfortunately, humans tend to live a while, so you start to realize that later. And there are about 2 to 4 to maybe 8 years in some people that it takes your brain to return to a baseline where you can start thinking rationally. And suddenly you ended up in a bad spot. So why? Why in the world would our brains do this to us? I mean, it is the only thing that has kept our species alive long term. You need to get to the point of reproducing, and fortunately you feel that love for your children too. So if you're with somebody and you have progeny, you're going to feel that intense love for them, which keeps them alive, even if you don't like your partner all that much any longer. Now, there is good news and there's bad news. Not everyone falls out of love, and you don't stay in that irrational, dopamine-dominated state forever. You're going to have to transition to being largely dominated by oxytocin, which is the cuddle hormone. If you hug somebody, you feel it. It's what makes you feel attached to your children, your spouse, or your pet, or inanimate objects. Humans will pack bond with anything. So you don't have to stay in the honeymoon period forever. You can actually grow into a mature relationship. The bad news is that even if you know somebody is bad for you, even if you don't like who they are, you may continue to be haunted by them for the rest of your life because you remember a time when somebody made you feel safe. You remember a time when being near someone gave you a whole heck of a lot of dopamine, which is kind of like saying that someone is in love with the idea of a person and not that person. You're in love with how they made you feel, and it wasn't even them. It was how your brain made you feel around them, because your brain is irrational. So, how do you feel better? How do you get over it? You have to stop reinforcing those neural pathways. The idea of somebody thinking about them can induce the same neural pathways that you feel when you're with them. It can also give you anxiety if you're still under that feedback regulating system. So stop thinking about them. Delete all of their pictures. Throw out all of their gifts. Get rid of every memory of them. And that is probably going to be the best thing to shorten that time it takes to actually get over that person. Now, this entire video was made because one of my friends wanted to argue that love is rational. And I think it really is the point of view. To me, yeah, love seems pretty irrational. To the species as a whole, it makes perfect sense. So what is your position on this? Do you take the magical take or the reductionist take or somewhere in between? Let me know, and follow for more.